What's good, good people? Vets, let's talk. Hey, man, thank everybody for watching the video, man. You know what I always say. Oh, wait. Before we start, click that like, share, come on now, and subscribe. You know what I always say, HBO special. Help a brother out. Hey, man, I'm going to do a quick reaction to a video. U.S. Army fat camp helping would-be recruits lose weight. This is something that the military has put in place because of the recruiting problem that we have. I'm going to be giving my opinion. And we know opinion. That's all it is just my opinion. I've seen some good and bad reviews on this video. Some not so good, but at the same time, I'll be giving my opinion in the mix of this video. Let me get it up for you real quick.
Family Day at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. The first time relatives have seen their loved ones since they've been transformed into soldiers. The crowd goes wild. Fort Jackson is a soldier factory. Around half the country's troops are trained here. Literally hundreds pass out every week. 45,000 come through here each year. But despite the huge numbers, recently the US military has had something of a recruitment crisis. The worst recruitment crisis, in fact, since it binned conscription 50 years ago. Last year, it only managed to enlist 75% of the soldiers it needed. But the problem isn't a shortage of applicants. The problem is a shortage of applicants able to pass the entry tests, and for many, that was on account of their weight. So in an attempt to resolve recruiting issues and at the same time help young Americans achieve their dreams, the US Army started an experiment. They created the Future Soldier Preparatory course with two strands, one helping those who failed academically and the other helping with weight loss, which some have affectionately dubbed Army Fat Camp.
I've always struggled with my weight.
Now, this program could be a good thing for people before they get to basic training, because nowadays the health is not so good in these kids. The activity on which they move is not so good neither. So you got less movement around the young generation. So you got a lot of overweight trying to get in and wanting to do the job. So this could be a good thing. And they said academically as well. So that probably could have been something that I could have used. So this program is before they get to basic training. It's kind of to help them out, lose the weight and pass the physical fitness test before, which is a good thing.
Alexia was desperate to join the army, but at 5 feet tall and weighing 113 kilograms at the time, she was nowhere near the maximum percentage body fat required. Then she came here.
I really appreciate the drill sergeants pushing me, and then also just being there, having that support, because that's what really gets me. I'm sorry. Yeah. So them, because it's hard when you don't have the support. So then coming here and having that, it was really nice for me. My parents do support me, but it's not the same way. They also struggled with weight, so it's they couldn't really help me. So it's having people that can help you and are pushing you, that was really nice for me. And if it wasn't for this, I probably wouldn't be here right now, so, yeah.
You go,
yeah, I didn't want to.
Everybody needs that push.
I was trying so hard not to cry.
Let's get after it.
Everybody needs a push.
I was more than fine coming here because I knew they were very trained professionals that would help me out properly losing weight. This is my third week, 17 days. It's going very well. I should be taping out next week due to just what I've been losing weight by. I've lost probably about 25 pounds already, and 4 inches on my waist.
And it shows in my clothes. Like my clothes are a lot like right now, like I look like kind of skinny. When I got here, I was a little rounder. So now I'm a little flatter, which I appreciate. Little by little, I feel more fit and I can do things a little bit more athletic. So it makes me feel good. I'm like, yeah, I'm, you know, sporty, I'm athletic.
Try to do 3 sessions a day. More so circuits through the day, keeping them moving. We're gonna do 1 heavy, 1 moderate, or 1 light. Keep moving, keep moving. It's supposed to hurt. Every single drill sergeant is gonna handle stuff in a different manner. My way of motivating them is really just going along with them, doing exercises with them, or pulling them to the side, having a little chat with them, and making sure that they have their focus on their goal, which their goal is to get out of the Future Soldier program and get over to BCT. It's supposed to burn. That's a good thing.
They were like, just don't give up on yourself. As long as you don't give up on yourself, we won't give up on you. You give us 100%, we'll give you 200%. Having somebody like constantly like motivating you, letting you know like you got this, we got your back, like it's been really nice.
Try to stand as tall.
Now you see, that's the part that's my concern. See, that's the motivator. You have somebody inspiring you and motivating you to move forward with doing what you do. Like this young lady just said, this young soldier, she didn't have the support to push her. So now she has that support system in place. Now, once you get done with basic and AIT, like what next? Where would your mindset be? Not everybody's mindsets follow that I'm gonna continue to do what they've implemented, but you know, that's just my opinion. Maybe it might stick with all of them, and maybe it may not, because you know, peer pressure is deep, and I hope that's something that they teach. You can't do what everybody else does because your body composition is way different than theirs. Like, I hope that is something that they're putting in place. You can't go out to drink with everybody every weekend or like twice a week, probably once or twice a month. But at the same time, you got like from Thursday to Sunday, some I knew some people that was drinking every day. But you know, that's just my opinion. But let me go ahead and finish.
Tall as you can.
Fort Jackson was instructed to set up the pilot in July last year. In the first 6 months, it had been so successful they'd created a 2nd battalion, and the Army has now launched another course in Georgia. It was Lieutenant Colonel Hayes and his team who were tasked with creating the first one.
It's been incredibly successful. Overwhelmingly so, I think, at times. It was intimidating. I think part of it was because it was way outside a lot of our comfort zone going in. And there was a mindset change and a discipline learning environment evolution that we had to go through here. And turning, you know, a 200-person organization on a dime in a couple weeks to make that change is a challenge. It was more of an education piece on our part, realizing that nutrition and good sleeping habits are a bigger impact on someone losing body fat in a healthy way. I would also say it made us all take an honest look at ourselves and invest more in each one of us to be better, as we're now the role models for the people we're trying to help.
Exercise alone won't shed the pounds. This is a holistic program incorporating mental and spiritual aspects, sleep and nutrition.
Right now, we're going to go inside the dining facility and see defect operations.
The required body fat percentage ranges between 18 and 26% for men and 26 and 34% for women, dependent on height.
As you can see on the defect operations, you have the food labeled in a green, amber, red status. Green being the healthiest and red being towards the left in your not so healthy options. Per Army Regulation 350-6, we cannot tell a student that they are not allowed to eat anything on the hotline. However, with proper mentorship and education, they're making those wise decisions.
I noticed he changed it from trainee to student. But like from what I remember being in basic training, there were certain individuals that they were advised that, hey, dude, because of your weight and you're on the borderline, I advise you not to eat that. They always say, I can't tell you. But then, they just pull them aside and just have a little talk with them. They don't get on them or bash them or anything. They just, hey, I'm not supposed to say, but I'm giving you some advice because of this, because I want to see you pass. I've seen a lot of that in basic, but let me continue.
and able to make those choices on their own. And the idea is to have a well-balanced meal that incorporates all those leafy greens and colorful vegetables.
There's one simple exotic herb
Oh,
that anyone can
sorry
use
for
to
the
flush out
video.
nail fungus almost
So
overnight.
real quick.
Letting students make their own decisions is key. Short-term weight loss just won't work. The US Army audits weight throughout a soldier's career, and registering too heavy twice in 1 year can be grounds for permanent discharge.
Our fruit, nuts, sunflower seeds. This is the best things for them. But try to keep the soldiers healthy and happy at all times.
Nutrition's one of the main domains that we go after. Nutrition is what's going to help the systemic problem and helping them lose that body fat. So the physical training is going to come second, but where we get our most bang for our buck is really the nutrition aspect of the Future Soldier Prep course.
Reword, translate, or rephrase, yes.
In one of the many classrooms on site, students on the academic version of the course are hard at work. Their goal is to pass the Armed Forces qualification test. As soon as they do, they can head straight off to begin basic training. For those on the fitness stream, the objective is to come within 6% of the Army's required body fat for their height. In both cases, they have around 90 days in which to do it.
Now that's major. This is something that could have helped me big time because I had my problems getting into the military. It took me years. But the military was something I always wanted to do. But it took me years to pass the ASVAB test due to me being dyslexic. But this right here could have helped me out big time. Everything was all on me, but you got somebody implementing, like study this, and let's go over this. This is major. This is major.
I think it's an amazing opportunity to meet the youth of America halfway. Us investing in them. I mean, I would argue those that don't make it through either the academic or the fitness track are going back to society better because we're investing in them in life skills and getting them to understand how to better take care of themselves and invest in themselves and help them probably build a little confidence along the way. So I was really excited because I knew at the end of the day, I was actually going to get to make the difference in a lot of people's lives. I mean, we change lives every day here.
Today, 4 students who'd initially failed to get into the Army are graduating.
Thank you. I miss you.
It was just, I was too busy crying. I'm the sensitive one in the family, so I was too busy. I'm still crying.
I love it.
Very proud of him.
Among them is William. He didn't get in on account of his weight.
I'm one of the brothers that didn't get the good metabolism from my parents. The drill sergeants there, they helped motivate us and get us past.
How do they do that? How do they motivate you?
They yell. Yeah, they do what drill sergeants do best.
All right, get ready! Go!
Keep working.
Most of the U.S. has been more overweight in most recent years, and it's a fact. I'm one of them.
Right.
And just having that program allows, issues to be solved. It allows the military to get more members because I know they're struggling at the moment. It helps. It solves a lot of problems.
To date, only 3% of those starting the course have failed to make it. Almost 6,000 new soldiers who'd originally failed to get in the Army have already graduated. Hannah King, Forces News in South Carolina.
Outstanding. I got nothing but positive thoughts about this program for new recruits coming in, especially the academic portion, because that is a huge reason why I shot this video, because it's you have a lot of kids out here that want to get into the military and do the right thing by themselves and their country. Like, there's no lie about that. But you got multiple people getting into the military for their own reasons. But this is a program that can be utilized for good and for recruiting purposes. So nothing but positivity, man. I just got, one major concern is, which is the mindset. And I pray and hope that continues to push forward after the program. Hey, man, I want to know what you guys think. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? I've read some real bad comments about what's taking place and what's going on in this program, but I got nothing but positive thoughts. I want to know what you guys think. Is it good? Is it a bad thing? You know, our youth is struggling right now. You know, I'm going to leave you guys with a quote by Michelle Obama. Yep, I said it. One of life's lessons that I grew up with was to always stay tuned to yourself and never let what someone else says distract you from your goals. Major, that's major. Always stay focused on what you have to do, not what somebody else says or tells you to do. Talk bad, whatever. Just stay on top of you. You know what I always say? We here to grow together, man. Who's up next for formation? Out.